Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market session. Both US and European markets were stable, no major gains as such. And when we look at the Asian markets, most of them are into a bit negative territory, and the Japan markets are actually closed. The only positive takeaway from the US markets is that the Apple share actually closed above $600 for the first time, and in fact the first 2.5 months has registered a gain of almost 50% on the back of the news that there is going to be a buyback and a huge dividend payout, so which is definitely a big positive. And now the market cap of Apple is staggering $560 billion. As far as our markets are concerned, people are coming to terms with the bad budget and the fact that most of the events have got over and we don't have any major positive triggers. When we look at the flows, they continue to be tepid. FI here was almost 160 crore, and domestic institutions are selling 200 and they sold worth 296 crore. So no major action on the flows front, and we continue to see the markets really grinding lower. So with that background, let me invite Anup. Hi Anup.
Hi.
No real major action in the market, but we hear that a lot of call writing is happening on the 5400 and 5500 strike for next month. So does it mean that the upside for the market is capped right now?
Yeah, that essentially means that upside for the market is capped. Last time also, last Monday we talked about that there is a move till 5550, and from there market will take a resistance, and market has done somewhat in the same way. It has taken resistance at 5540 and it has again come down to the 5200 odd levels. 5270 was yesterday's close for futures. So going ahead from here, 5500, 5550 will be the range on the higher side where we'll be having steep resistance. If you manage to cross 5500 levels on the closing basis on spot Nifty for next year and 5530, 5540 for on futures for the next month, then we might have a swift move to 5650. But to reach till 5550, we'll first have to cross 5400 levels, which is as of now the options equilibrium level for Nifty for this month. Let's take a dig at data. Nifty yesterday closed at 5277, which was down 1.22%. Open interest is now at 3.5 crore shares, 3 crore 49 lakh shares and 59,000 shares. 3 crore 49 lakh 59,000 shares, which is a very high open interest. We have been keeping on saying this because of being a event heavy month. The open interest for Nifty has been on the higher side since the beginning of the month. Now this is something what we had not seen in last maybe couple of years. PCR of is at 1.06. Generally 1.1 to 1.3 is the PCR where market tends to consolidate. This time it has gone to 1.06, and I feel that market should take a pause on the lower side in next couple of sessions. On the options front, as we spoke about that a lot of call writing is happening in next month, 5500 options. What is visible, very much visible, is that a lot of call writing is happening in 53 and 5400 options for this month also. Now the 5300 open interest standing at 42 lakh shares and 5400 open interest standing at around 56 lakh shares. So 5400 is a very important level to watch out for. If we manage to cross 5400 on closing basis, then we are headed towards another 150 points gain on Nifty. Otherwise, it's better to stay light or stay cautious and short at around 5400 odd levels, which will be around 130 points down, bounce from here on. On the lower side, 5200, 5100 and 5000 put are also seeing some sort of addition happening, which gives essentially and feel that market might not move much beyond 5100, 5200 odd levels on the lower side. Open interest addition is seen in 53, 5400 strike of call options. 51, 52 put options has added open interest. Positional support for Nifty is in the range of 5240 to 5165. This is a range 5165 being the point of channel which we can be drawn on Nifty. That is also 200-day moving average. 5240 is a point where market has been taking support for yesterday. Intraday support for Nifty will be at 5240, resistance being at 5319 and 5350. SGX Nifty is up 1 point at 5278. Monthly options equilibrium for Nifty options is at around 5390 odd levels. On the stocks front, we have quite a few stocks. We'll roll out idea wherever we find opportunity. The stocks are Federal Bank and Grasim on the short side, and Aditya Birla Nuvo, Sun TV and Sterlite on the long side. Wherever we find the opportunity, we'll get back to you. Thanks.
Hi Gaurav, we've seen the market grinding down for the past 2-3 days, and I believe we are close to important support levels somewhere around 5180, 5200, and even for Bank Nifty we've seen a good amount of weakness in the last 2 days. So how does one play over the next 2-3 days? Do you see the possibility of some kind of a pullback in the market, or do you think that the overall structure has become too weak?
Yeah, we'll first have a look at overall structure of the market. Nifty fell down in a three-wave fashion and retraced the fall till 61.8% and 78.6% retracement mark. From there it has started a new leg on the downside. In the last trading session, Nifty has broken 40 DMA, which is around 5284. 20 DMA had already been broken, which is currently at 5369. One key observation in the last trading session is Nifty has the daily momentum indicator has given a fresh sell signal from the equilibrium line, which would mean that it is set for a new cycle on the downside and will take Nifty to lower levels along with that. Moving on to hourly channel, moving on to hourly chart. Hourly chart shows that Nifty is forming multiple extensions on the downside, and it is currently trading below 20 and 40 hourly moving averages, which are almost converged towards 5350. So there is possibility of a short-term bounce, that is intraday bounce towards these moving averages, which should be used as a selling opportunity as overall trend for Nifty is down. Hourly momentum indicator is showing negative divergence, that is it has made a new low, whereas price has not yet made a new low, which indicates that the short term, that is intraday bounce, should be used as a selling opportunity, and overall target for Nifty on the downside would be 5165, which is 200-day moving average. Coming down to stocks, first is DLF. DLF is falling in a channelized manner. It recently formed a bearish wedge and broke on the downside. It is forming lower top, lower bottom on the daily chart, whereas momentum indicator is also in sell mode. Hence, DLF would be a good candidate for shorting. Supports are 186 and 177, and resistances are 201 and 212. The next candidate for shorting is Infosys. Infosys has formed a large triangular pattern, and it is currently about to break on the downside. It is trading below the moving average, and daily momentum indicator is also in sell mode. Hence, Infi is likely to trade with bearish bias with support at 2750, 2600, and resistances 2900 and 3000. Coming down to banking, banking stocks are adding major weightage on the downside, and they are pulling Nifty towards south. Banking overall downside, which has an equality target of 9675, and resistance is 20 DMA, which is 10478. Daily momentum indicator, as in case of Nifty, has given a fresh sell signal. So watch out for banking stocks from shorting opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks Gaurav for that update. Now we will do a fundamental check on the Nifty.
Couple of news update. The important news is that Reliance 6 wells have shut down due to the excess water sanity. Because of this, the production has come down from 40 MSMCD to 35 MSMCD. This might lead to further downgrading into earning estimates. This is kind of negative for Reliance, and we might see some downward momentum in the stock today. ONGC is planning to invest around rupees 2,600 crores in gas field development. The cumulative gas and condensate production from this project will be 16.67 billion cubic meters and 2.81 million cubic meters respectively by 2024-25. So this is kind of a positive for the ONGC. Reliance Capital Trustee, a subsidiary of Reliance Capital, has invested around 13 million, have purchased around 13 million shares of Mahindra Satyam Computers for over 87 crores. The shares of Mahindra Satyam were sold at price of rupees 68 per share. However, the current market price is around 71, so we might not see some. This is kind of a neutral for the Mahindra Satyam stock. Couple of auto news. Maruti has rebranded its old Dzire for the commercial segment, and the model is expected to go on sale early next week. This is kind of a rebranding strategy implemented by Maruti, and given the successful track record of Dzire, the dual possession will bring in incremental volumes for Maruti Suzuki. M&M is planning to re-enter the US markets after the emerging victorious in the arbitration case against its former American distribution global vehicle. M&M could re-enter the United States with SsangYong products. This is positive for the company from the view of regional diversification. The SEBI has given relief for the Welspun's promoter. They have dropped the charge against some of the promoters, entire of the entities of the Welspun group, which were restricted from trading in the group flagships Welspun Corp's shares and other listed companies. So this is positive for the Welspun group as whole. On the fundamental side, on ITC, we have slightly revised downwards our earning estimates by 2%. This is basically to factor in the lower volume growth of around 3.5% in the cigarette business for FY 2013. Now ITC has to take around 7 to 9% price increase in its portfolio, basically to mitigate the excise hike in the union budget, which is around 15%. And so because of that, we might see some earlier hiccups in the sales volume. However, the volumes will improve in the subsequent quarter once the prices are absorbed in the market. So we have slightly downgraded our estimates for FY13. We believe that for FY14 the volume growth in the cigarette business would be around 7%, and overall we are expecting around 19% CAGR earning growth from FY11 to FY 2014. So from longer term perspective, stock look good, and we have revised our price target to 251, rolling it over to FY 2014 estimates. So there is 15% upside from the current level. We maintain our buy recommendation on the stock. Some negatives in the pharma in the budget, we have already discussed about that. Just we have reduced our earning estimates for Sun Pharma by 10% and 9% for FY 13 and 14, for Cadila Healthcare by 7% and 5% for FY 13 and 14, and for Torrent Pharma by 3% and 2% for FY 13 and 14. That's it from the fundamental desk.
For that update. So friends, on an overall basis, the bias to the market is negative. The major levels getting broken, and in the flow doesn't look to wane, and we're seeing some kind of a lackluster movement even in the Asian market. So we believe that this negative bias would continue. The only thing is that now that we've already corrected, you might see a good pullback to about 52.80, 53.20 odd levels, and that should be used as a shorting opportunity in the market. That's it from all of us, friends. See you tomorrow, same time.